Yeah.
If ever there's a situation where Zeri's next to terrain, it really makes you re-question whether you can actually make an engage happen onto that pick. So
I also think Paranoia and Zeri are such a good combo.
kill unlikely to come through, but he is window dependency just reset. He is healing up though himself, so I think he's going to stay around a bit longer.
Whoa, he flashes and he just kills him.
That was slick.
That was slick, but also, Pungyan, what are we doing, buddy?
Yeah, I think just thought he had enough health, thought he could stay around, ended up getting caught out. Speaking of caught out...
Yeah, Morgan could be in trouble here because that's an overheat. That's a flash forward. Dudu may have silenced himself, but not the crowd here in LoL Park, as that is a solo kill.
And Dudu nearly has ultimate.
Yep, Doiv is going to be able to sweep this out as well. They know there is no information for Morgan. No flash, no hope, as there's the equalizer. Morgan now going to have to walk behind his turret, shattered and destroyed. Life even able to get out of there, only one turret shot.
Advantage by themselves, and you look to twist the knife by bringing up your support in jungle and making that dive work. Now, Polu is spotted, so... And ult does get picked up, so Pungyan should be safe here.
Yeah, Croco going to be able to grab the Raptors. So there is that. Doiv on these grubs. We'll actually get all three by the looks of things. And the DN Freecs continue to have a slight gold advantage here in this game. I do feel like Bro's composition isn't quite as robust as what the DN Freecs have put together.
There's a... Oh no, it's not. It's definitely not a ward in that brush.
Well, Doiv is definitely a Wukong, is now just going to go in on top of Morgan. The Ghoulie wall is gorgeous, but what can they actually do about it? Because down goes the Yorick. Dudu is going to be answered though, and the teleport is coming in. It is so slow though, as Closer comes on forward, gets over to the other side of the wall. The charm is good from Pungyan, and he knows he has to get out, but it's a 2 for 2. And the top side for the DN Freecs was so strong.
Close, unfortunately, the early TP takes a long time to get there, so he took...
In the meantime, it's a battle for Crab.
Yeah.
And Doiv smites it, so he cannot lock down this grub. But in they go. That's a great Magnastorm from Life, as now Polo finds the quickness onto multiple people. Pungyan making his way over. Flash out of the way of the charm is good, as Croco trying to get out, and Life says, nope, you stay right here. No flash available. And that is also going to be some grubs going over to the DN Freecs, and they are getting a real advantage off the back of this one.
Yeah, Croco had his flash, just trying to get out of the pit, but Life shuts that down. And even despite the fact you're lacking these big teamfight ultimates, not available for the Ahri, the Wukong, or the Rumble, hit. And then Dudu just chases Hype away, gets the flash, fighting again immediately.
Yeah, another Cyclone to come through here from Doiv, and Morgan is dead yet again.
Why is he there?
I don't know. We just came out of a replay.
Guys, there's a reason you picked Yorick.
He teleported there.
There's a reason you picked Yorick. It's not that. It's not to team fight dragons.
It's to side lane, much like what Dudu is doing. As maybe he's in trouble. Life is going to come on over. Let's see whether this 2v2 is going to work out, as he does get the scrap shield, the Magnastorm as well. The equalizer is cooking them this whole time as Croco turns around, but it's not enough. The scrap shield, and Dudu just cooks him. First turret, Closer tries to get a little bit of damage onto this one, but it's not quite going to work out. So first turret blood, as well as the first 3 kills, and the DN Freecs will get themselves some feats of strength. And Dudu picking it up by himself makes a lot of sense. 2,000 gold now in the lead. He's upgraded his Swifties.
Just kill whoever you can see in that small pocket of light.
Well, Croco's going to get jump scared. The equalizer comes down. He decides to not walk down it, which I think makes some sense. Then he makes it dark and dies.
You know, should there be a spooky Rumble skin? Because I feel like he's a lot spookier than the Nocturne. He must have so much gold in the inventory.
Yes. I think he definitely does.
I feel
he
like
still also has like more items in his inventory currently than most other people on the map.
But I feel like it's not quite going to be this extreme. It definitely isn't. But I'd just be so funny if he just recalled and just bought a Rabadons.
Yeah, he just builds a death cap instead of even like upgrading.
Yeah.
Like, this Hextech cookie is just chilling there, you know. He'll leave that one for another time. Feel quite nice. The DN Freecs now get to work on the first Cloud Drake of the game. It's another Cloud Soul. I've been pretty blessed here today.
Have a good day.
And a Cloud Souls. And no Chemtech Souls? Damn, you've been locked in today, Ox. I'm so proud of you.
I have been, thank you. That's So maybe that's it. But as we saw before, some picks are easier than others.
Well, Morgan has put Dudu in the ghoulie wall. There is actually a lot of value here because the equalizer does basically nothing. But the paranoia now going to come in. Morgan actually staying alive for so long, and my God, they're able to get the top side already. The DN Freecs, I don't know how they lost that, but the bros had the answer.
The difference Rumble has, honestly. And actually, Closer has the same lead as Rumble does. And now Dudu has the Shadow Flame.
Well, this turret going down, and Croco not going to get hit by the charm as more. Is it time that we now talk about things like the Zeri situation that could happen? As this turret will get taken out, 5 grubs certainly helping on that one. So the DN Freecs do create a little bit further of a lead.
I think it's a bit early still to talk Zeri, you know.
Yeah, okay. She does have a couple of items,
That'd be pretty great.
That's what I think may have happened.
That could be it.
So much Brotax. As Closer, speaking of which, is going to claim some by taking down this turret. And Croco now clearing out some vision here at the same time. They're not going to start the Otacon.
That is a massive spike. No one else is even level.
Phenomenal charms going to connect here as Croco is just dead. And, you know, you've been stacking up the House of Cards. We're still going in for more. But he is not going to get punished for it. Spirit Rush pretty powerful, and the DN Freecs looking for the soul point.
He's double the level of Polu.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Closer just to level 15.
And they haven't even taken a Ruinous Otacon or anything like that.
Yeah, he is very scary. Against the Nocturne, though, this is pretty scary.
Yeah, this is danger. Polu in the area, quickness in hand, Life just flashing on over. The Magnustorm catches him as he flashes away, has the quickness there as well, moves pretty fast, as now there could be a little bit of danger for good old Dudu. Hype coming on over, they will be able to get a kill for the Zeri, but they will lose the Otacon for it. And if you thought that Pungyan had a experience advantage before, he has more of one now.
End up going for a trade. You know, they do get the Rumble, they do get the tier 1 mid, but giving over the Ruinous Otacon and all those flowers.
Too much of an answer.
I just have no idea what he was doing there.
Yeah.
Or how, like, as a Rakan of all champions, is just dying solo to a Wukong.
Well, Dudu is going to just supervise this Baron, and that does just go over for free.
Yeah. Either way, they pop the cooldown to...
Oh, we're playing the side lanes, though, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and especially when Morgan's pushing on the side, if you come and match him in that lane, makes it very uncomfortable.
Cool. Croco going to come on over and actually shadowing Closer, but also might be able to guarantee that this does go down. Doiv possibly getting into position here as the Cyclone not going to find the knock-up, and the Strikebreaker going to slow him up enough for Closer to get out of there. He did have to use the ultimate.
It represents
a lot of running fast.
A lot of movement speed. Yeah. Like, you can look at Berserker.
Like, what am I, like, what even is my gimmick now? Because she's the one that's supposed to be running real quick. But also, turret going to go down.
You have to hit your Qs, you know, and if they're going side to side fast.
And another inner turret will hit the deck here. DN Freecs very comfortably able to push this lead ever further. The last few seconds of Baron.
I think they're kind of relying on Croco and Polu to make it engage, so they could slam that and Croco could ult in, but if he just died...
Baron is just gone. Berserker does so much damage. My goodness, okay.
It gets used right at the end.
Well, now Croco is going to get engaged on as well as Pungyan looking for it, but he's in a little bit too early. There's the Paranoia, and now Hype doing a lot of work. Doiv not finding the value with the Cyclone, and Berserker does manage to take down the Rakan. Hype still doing some work, but Berserker is so huge in this fight. Morgan, 1 versus 3, and I don't think he really likes those odds. He's surviving for quite some time, but the Maiden's getting confused, and the DN Freecs, they get the ace, and they're going to look to bring us to that game number 3.
And there's a sad bro fan in the bottom right of your screen. Gonna have to try and find...
No. This is the thing. If you're a bro fan, don't be sad. You get to watch another bro game.
True.
For free. Because otherwise, it just would have never happened.
Well, actually, is it free? Because you're paying bro tax for that game 3.
All right, well... Yeah, that's a good point. You're going to have to pay a lot.
Yes, you are, D1. You have to pay your bro tax.
I'm hoping that whale comes back as well, because they're going to need all the help they can get if they want to win this one. As 9,000 was the lead in the end.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.